I'm Miss Carter, and I'm going to give you a tour of your supply bag this year. You're going to get a white bag that is full of materials for your student to use while we are virtual. But we're asking that you keep everything together right now until we can go through it with you and with your child on open house night and on the first day of classes. The first thing that you're going to find is there are tons of papers in here. Please don't get overwhelmed. We're going to go through them, and if you have questions, you can reach out and we'll go through them with you as well. First, you'll find a Getting Started with Virtual Learning checklist. This form has everything you could possibly need to know about starting up your computers, where to get to the places that we're going to be using for virtual learning, how to sign into things. And then you also have some other sheets that just give you more specific instructions. ClassLink this year is going to be our single sign-on platform. So your student will have a QR code, which is taped or glued into the very front cover of their agenda. And all you'll have to do is take a photo of this QR code, and it will log your child into everything that they should be logged into. So that is in the front of their agenda cover, along with their email address, their username, and their password. They shouldn't really need that information, but it's here just in case you do. Also in the forms, you have a pink salmon colored sheet that has all the same information on it. So you have it in multiple places. I would put a magnet on this one and stick it on the fridge in case you lose it and you need to find it, or the agenda is missing or something like that. We also have PBIS Rewards app. This is the app that we will use to give your student points for working and doing well in class. They can use the points to purchase rewards later. It also is our way of communication. So you're able to download this app by scanning the QR code. Every student has a personal QR code, so this will log you directly into their account, and you can message teachers and maybe other parents, we have to see, but it's definitely the way that we'll be communicating. So please make sure that you download the PBIS Parent app. You can get it on Android and Apple, and scan your child's QR code as soon as possible so that we have an easy, convenient way to communicate with each other. You'll also find some other information about Parent Connect. This is online sessions that you can join if you're unsure or feeling a little less confident about virtual learning. It's frequently asked questions. Some experts are going to be there to help you get started and feel good about what you're doing. And there's also some parent universities that kind of go over the same things. So we encourage you to check these out. There's multiple times that you can sign up and check them out just to help you. Finally, you're going to have some introduction letters for our grade level and support teachers that are working with us, so you can read and find out who's going to be working with your child. You should have also by now received a phone call from your child's parent, so you know which one of us in the grade level is your homeroom teacher. We've also included some fun, just not virtual things for you to do with your kids. So we have a Finally in First Grade photo prop, so you can use this and they can color it, and you can take a picture and send it to us via PBIS Rewards app so that we can put them in a collage and kind of have a virtual bulletin board of pictures. There is a I survived the first day of first grade crown, and the way you make that is you cut out the front, your kids can color it, and there's also the back part is the top of the paper. So you just cut this, and then you can tape and glue it, or glue it, whichever works, and turn it into a crown for your child to wear. We're going to encourage everyone to make and wear these on the second day of school so that we can all celebrate the fact that we survived the first day. So that's how you do that one. There's also a Let's Talk About Me craft that you can do. So it's a sheet where your child can draw a picture or write words to talk about what they look like, their favorite animal, their favorite food, and things they like to do, and also a cute taco that they can decorate and cut out. And if you'll snap a picture of these and send them to us, we can also put these up on a digital bulletin board as well. Those are the papers that you'll find in your bag. You'll also find a science workbook. We'll work on these together during class. You'll also find a social studies book. I don't know where that one went. Hang on, we've got one. There we go. A social studies book that we'll go through and work together with in class as well. And you'll find a writing folder. Inside the writing folder, your child has a word wall so that they can look at common words that they may not know how to spell. They can color that if they'd like. You'll have a notebook that is special first grade paper. We ask that you only let your child use this for writing assignments that we're doing in class. They're pretty pricey and we've gone ahead and gotten them all, but we don't really want to have to replace them if we can help it. So if they mess up and they need a new page, totally fine, but let's try not to color pictures just because, or give it to a younger sibling to keep them busy. It's a work notebook, and that's going to live in the front pocket of their writing folder. We also have some writer's workshop information in the prongs that we'll use as we're teaching to go through, so please leave those right where they are. And in the back pocket, you'll have some sight words. This is for you to practice. Some of your kids may already know the first several because of kindergarten. They learned them in kindergarten. We've included them so you can review, or if your child hasn't started them yet, you can work on them together as well. Last but not least, you'll have math. Your student has a red or orange math folder. Inside, you will have some copies of math facts, and you also have a page protector. Please do not write on the papers with pencil or marker or crayon. Put them inside the page protector, and you'll have a dry erase marker that you can write on the page with. Mine is not very good right now, but you can write it and then erase it and continue to practice. So if you write on these, you can only do them once, but if you put them in the page protector, you can practice as many times as you need to until your child knows them. So you'll have that in your folder. You'll also have a bag of math manipulatives from the district. We are expecting these to come back to school when we go back in person, so please work very hard to keep them together, not to lose them, not to let younger siblings have them to play with, not to let pets get a hold of them. Help us out. There's a list on the inside of what's included in the bag. There's also some paper copies of things like 10 frames that you'll be able to use, we'll use during our lessons. There's a 120 chart. There's some 10 frames. You may cut these up into flashcards. We'll teach you how to use these during one of our math lessons, but the paper is okay if you cut those up to use as flashcards. Finally, in your bag, you have cubes. There are 20 connecting cubes. We'll use these for math problems. They're 2 different colors for a reason. You'll have some double-sided red and yellow counters that we will use. There is a bag of 10 dimes and 10 pennies. They're plastic, so that we can work on some money counting. And I think that is everything. Your child's agenda is there, just in case you want to keep any notes about what they work on each day. Our handbook is included in the beginning, so you can read and find any information that you might need. Please try to take care of and not lose this, because we'll use this when we come back to school as well. And again, it's got your login information in the front cover. We hope this video helps you at least understand what all is in this bag. Please don't be overwhelmed. We're going to work together. We're going to have a great year, and your kids are going to do some great learning. Thanks so much.